Welcome to another episode of Jobless Weebs, episode 38. I'm Brian, and with me today, it's Marco.
The big bro Mexican.
Yeah. How have you been lately?
I've been good. I've been inside VR a lot.
Oh, yes. There's a game that we started playing, and it's a pretty good one, a VR MMO one.
Probably in the future we can make a video out of it. Maybe not a gameplay, but rather more like a joke or parody.
Yeah. That'd be great.
What about you, Brian? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to the next season of the airing anime. So looking forward to that. But I'm especially excited, of course, for the Nier Automata anime announcement. So
yeah, it
really
was
looking
announced.
forward to that.
I don't think it's gonna come so soon, sadly. But
No, maybe like a year. So next year.
I would expect that.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Also watching anime and reading manga. I started a new one called Villainous Level 99. It's really good. I really like it. It's like a cross between Eminence in Shadow and it like all routes lead to Doom.
Oh, really? It also has some comedy?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Mostly because she doesn't realize her personality unnerves people, let alone that she's the top level ever and nobody else is near her strength, but she puts people like on edge, which is really funny.
Is she actually like a bad like a bad guy?
Oh right, like a bad guy, yeah. Like in the spider I'm a spider, so what? Yeah, she's like literally a bad guy. In this one, it's kind of still up in the air. The original game, it's also an isekai where she played this game before getting transported into this game world. She's actually the hidden boss after the Demon Lord in the original game. So yeah, she would be classified as like the bad guy, I would say, but for her, she's trying to not be like that, kind of like in the Villainous all routes lead to Doom. But I would say, yeah, she's like kind of in self-denial almost.
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, Villainous for sure.
Well, looking forward to it. I mean,
yeah, it's really good.
Lately in these anime seasons, a lot of light novels have been getting an anime adaptation before a manga adaptation.
Yeah.
So these last years have been kind of like a boom for light novels. So
it has.
Today we're gonna talk about the animes that we're probably gonna watch.
That's right.
Spoiler alert! On this season, winter, I'm only not watching like 2 or 3 animes out of all of them.
Oh wow! It's a pretty good season for you then.
Yeah, we can probably make a video of what animes you should watch from this season.
Yeah.
Like, a completely not biased video, because you know there are different genres and not everyone likes the same. But here we're gonna do the same. We're having a lot of returning ones.
We do
for either second, third, or fourth season.
Yeah, and returning ones from quite some time ago too, I would say.
Also from not so many seasons ago. So
yeah.
So I'm excited for anime spring, because normally spring anime it's
kind of a sleeper season almost. But this one has a stacked lineup, I would say.
It has a lot of
big ones, big
titles. So yeah,
and we're coming off from this past season where it's like Attack on Titan has one, Demon Slayer has a season. So yeah, we're coming out of this.
Dress Up Darlings.
Oh, that has taken over the world by storm.
Yeah,
overtaking all these past
giants.
Who have that audience already. But yeah, that one especially, I love.
Who would have thought that wholesomeness and etchiness would actually beat action?
Oh yeah, of all things. Oh my, it's crazy. Boy. But yeah, this season we have quite a few we'll talk about. We might not get through all of them since there's so many, but
we're gonna talk probably really quick about the returning ones.
Mhm.
And there are a couple of them that I've been waiting. That I started the manga.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, let's jump
do
right
that.
into. So the first one that we have is Tate no Yusha no Niagari Season 2, which is the Shield Hero Season 2.
Rising the Shield Hero.
It's based on a light novel, and the first season came out a good like 2-3 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. So returning like this is fantastic for the fans.
It was a new take on isekais, rather because the hero was shunned by everyone, and like the same standard gimmicks of isekais is like he's overpowered. When he gets mad, he's even more overpowered.
Yep. There's a couple of girls
that
are always around him.
So yeah, I'll probably gonna watch this when it's completed. It always happens to me that whenever there's like a good action scene, it just pumps me really, really, really high. So it's like I need more.
Yeah. So yeah, then weekly episodes doesn't quite cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, and this one will definitely see the story continue. I think it
took a really dark turn.
Oh yes,
right at the end.
So we'll definitely see that.
Yeah, because normally it's like beat the demon lord, but in this case it's like kill other heroes, and I don't want to give a lot of spoilers, but like kill other people that want to do the same with you because they also want to save their world, kind of thing. It is like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Like things escalated really quickly at the end of season 1. So,
Yep.
So for the next one,
another returning one, it's Kaguya sama wa kokurai Setai Ultra Romantic. So the second season.
Third season, actually.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Third season. It's incredible. This one is getting another season. It's really, really good. Their love story. The
love story is actually pretty unusual. It kind of like returns to the roots of what shoujo anime is.
It does.
The openings are a banger.
Oh yeah.
They were my jam for a long time. Both openings and. Who can forget the Chica dance?
Oh yes, Chica dance. Oh my gosh, so viral. Love is war. So even though they're both in love with each other, they try to have the other person admit it first.
Oh, and the manga is about to end.
Oh, well, there you go.
The manga is on its final arc.
Yeah.
So my prediction for this third season is probably going to pretty much take over during when there's the school festival. Okay. And so in the school festival, it's when something big happens regarding relationships for Shirogane and Kaguya, and also for I forgot the name. For the treasurer. Oh yes. But yeah, pretty much. Everyone's relationships have something there, spice things up, just as the shoujo anime are able to. So yeah, that's one of the ones that I'm willing to watch weekly because I already know what's happened. Because because I'm caught up with the manga. So the third one, it's an anime. It's fourth season. Yeah. And incredible. Let me tell you, I can't believe it got a fourth season. Yeah, it's incredible. It's hot garbage. Oh yes, it's hot garbage of good quality for some reason. It's Date Alive 4, and for those people who have never seen Date Alive, it's just pretty much what it says. Yep. So it's a guy. The main character, he has to make some girls to fall in love with him because these girls are super dangerous. They are spirits, and these spirits cause all sorts of accidents,
destruction and mayhem. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So when this guy makes the girls fall in love with him, he somehow steals her powers, and so these girls can live as regular girls.
Essentially.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty similar to Strike the Blood, just with less etchy.
Yeah. And also the world. The
world only God. Only God knows.
Yeah.
Kind of like it had the same where the protagonist has to do something with the girl to either him gain powers or
seal powers.
Yeah, seal powers.
Or at least that's like the official story they tell him.
And actually, the story is pretty decent. I mean, so far in season 3, they just keep coming with a bunch of more questions to the previous ones, and they partially solved some of the main questions, and it's like, oh, this is just a giant mess, because at the end of season 3, they kind of like messed up with time. Messing up with time is always hard in anime.
It is. It's very hard, and I bet I know who the character is too. Having seen a lot of clips and just a lot of artwork for the series, the one girl with the clock eye, I believe.
Yeah,
I really like the beginning of it. The first season, I'm halfway through. I really like how they focus on each character, each girl, I would say, and like helping her through her, I would say like her troubles, I would say. So it's a really cool beginning. And of course, as you said, messing with time in the third season. So it sounds like it really amps the stakes.
For the next one,
Kami-san!
Our favorite cringe from last season.
Yep. The most beautiful goddess of all, Kami-san. So this is the second season of Kami-san Can't Communicate, and it's hilarious. We've both read the manga. I think you're more caught up though. I think I was around like 200.
Yeah,
I believe.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you've already covered all that it's gonna be in season 2.
Absolutely. Komi-san, she enters high school with, of course, the new class, and she has a problem talking with people. So she never really speaks to anyone, but all the rest just sees her as a perfect being and totally gets like wrecked every time they see her. So they're like, they almost like always bow down to her, or like they always like run away or get tongue tied. But the problem is she's tongue tied, and so she never is able to say what she really wants or anything at all. But it's a great rom-com. There's this regular guy. He totally like understands her, or at least like that's the premise.
Yeah.
He talks with her normally, but she tries to have him like help her make more friends. Second season though, we'll see
I
more
hope they
characters.
introduce Mangabi.
Oh yes, in the second season, I hope so too, because that's where the drama,
the character development
really
happens.
Yes. Oh yeah, character development. That's right. So good. Wow. Yeah.
The second one, it's Kawaii Daheya Nai Shikimorisan, and it's Shikimorisan. It's a cutie or something like that.
Ah, yes.
And
Shikimori-san is not just a cutie. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
And so it's about Shikimori is the girl, and she has a boyfriend. And the boyfriend, for some reason, it's the whole time always fawning over her. and it seems that sometimes she acts a bit yandere-ish.
Okay.
But for some reason, he's just like, oh, you're even more cute now.
Because he thinks her as a cool beauty.
Right.
Okay.
So one of those rom-coms, a slice of life, turn off your brain and just watch it.
Enjoy.
And I think we have a lot of those animes like that this season.
This season we do, yes.
So for example,
the next one. Aharon-san wa hakarenai. So this is a new one coming out from a manga. So the description is Reina Iren, a small and cute student with a quiet voice, is quite bad at determining distance in personal space. Sometimes she's inches away from your face, and at other times, miles too far. The only one who tries to understand her antics is Raido Matsuboshi, who is seated beside her in class. He has a menacing face, but in reality, he is a kind boy with an imagination that can run wild at times. Aharon-san wa hakarenai follows the peculiar pair as their odd friendship starts to blossom when Raido picks up Aharon's eraser for her. She misinterprets his gesture and now believes them to be best friends, showing how the simplest of things can prove to be the most complicated of challenges for them. And this is Studio Felix Film.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a studio that I'm not very familiar with, but it's a great story. I really love the source material. It's just one that where like you read the story, she's doing something maybe it's eccentric at times, or just really normal for her. He misinterprets it all the time. He goes wild with his imagination. It's so funny. Yeah,
these kinds of anime are pretty basic. The plot is pretty basic.
It is,
because there's no plot, so everything can happen in a school setting. So it's very easy to make it comedic or emotional or whatever. Because you have a cute character and a menacing character that turns out to be very wholesome.
Yeah, pretty standard type of idea.
So it's like, you can't go wrong with this anime. It's like, it might not be like the best in its genre, but it's out there in the ones that you're like,
it sure
I would watch it to, relax, kill some time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be quite a kick.
The next one, it's Riki ga koi no ichita no shumei shimte mita heart, which is since science I fell in love, I try to prove it. Season 2.
Season 2.
And this is a web manga. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't read much of the source material.
Okay.
For starters, because I thought that it was going to be like Love is Hard for an Otaku.
Oh.
But
okay.
It wasn't. I mean, at least not for me.
Yeah.
It was still good because there were still some good jokes, but Love is Hard for an Otaku felt more real, and this was still feels like a rom-com.
Totally. This is definitely more of the Doki Doki type of genre. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, that you're correct.
The next one, the translation is a couple of cuckoos. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this. Okay, I'm going to put a word out there for the anime community. This is definitely not a sleeper anime. Definitely check it out just to
Really?
Get a handle of what it is. But I probably wouldn't recommend it for most everyone, but definitely
for beginners.
Yeah. Try it out.
Yeah, I mean,
but
if you like domestic kanojo, oreimo, then this is gonna be your jam.
Yeah, those types. Yeah, like it's oh my gosh.
If
girlfriend. No.
Yeah, it's like a boy.
Okay.
Go ahead, Brian.
I'll give it a try. Let's see. Kako no Inazuke. 16-year-old super studier Nagi Umino, second-year student at the Meguro River Academy High School, was switched at birth. On his way to a dinner to meet his birth parents, he accidentally meets the brash, outspoken Erika Amano, who is determined to make Nagi her fake boyfriend, as she never wants to actually marry. But once Nagi makes it to dinner, he finds his parents have decided to resolve the hospital switch by, conveniently having him marry the daughter his birth parents raised, who turns out to be none other than Erika herself. What the crap? More studios.
That's the main theme.
Oh yes, yeah, that's the main theme.
What they don't tell you about is that he also has a sister.
Yes,
and the sister has
the younger sister.
Brother complex. So
yes. She has a crush on him.
Okay, so
this complicates the whole family dynamics, where he doesn't even have a blood relation to any of them.
Yeah,
so it's like, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely not for everyone. There are some plot things later on, and there are some hints from his biological dad that he knows about cuckoos. The birds.
Okay.
And like cuckoos, they are I know there's an official word for it, but they like hide their eggs and mix them with regular birds' nests.
Yeah.
And so they are basically like a parasite.
Yeah, like a parasite bird.
Yeah, parasite bird. That's it.
Because when this new bird is born, sometimes they throw the other eggs and kill them, and the surrogate parents raise the cuckoos as their own.
So it's like a messed up idea, but it's in this. So it's like, I don't know what's really going on, but the story is like, and then it's like a love rom-com. So it's like, take it as you will. So be prepared.
Right. Okay, the next one, it's Hansokino Gekojo Shisho Ninamaru Tameni wa Shuran wo. I can say them right if I say them as fast as I can.
That's the trick.
This is the Ascendant of the Bookworm season 3. And I'm probably gonna watch it. The first 2 seasons were great.
Oh yeah.
How she is so OP, because at the beginning you think like it's gonna be one of those wholesome isekais.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, maybe not.
She's pretty OP. I still have to give it a try. So it's a cool one.
The next one.
Okay, one. Okay, so this is Spy X Family. For the agent known as Twilight, no order is too tall if it is for the sake of peace. Operating as Westilla's master spy, Twilight works tirelessly to prevent extremists from sparking a war with neighboring country Estania. For his latest mission, he must investigate Estanian politician Donovan Desmond by infiltrating his son's school, the prestigious Eden Academy. Thus, the agent faces the most difficult task of his career: get married, have a child, and play family. Twilight, or Lloyd Forger, quickly adopts the unassuming orphan Anya to play the role of a 6-year-old daughter and prospective Eden Academy student. For a wife, he comes across your Briar, an absent-minded office worker who needs a pretend partner of her own to impress her friends. However, Lloyd is not the only one with a hidden nature. Your moonlights as the lethal assassin, Thorn Princess. For her, marrying Lloyd creates the perfect cover. Meanwhile, Anya is not the ordinary girl she appears to be. She is an Esper, the product of secret experiments that allow her to read minds. Although she uncovers their true identities, Anya is thrilled that her new parents are cool secret agents. She would never tell them, of course. That would ruin the fun. Under the guise of the forgers, the spy, the assassin, and the Esper must act as a family while carrying out their own agendas. Although these liars and misfits are only playing parts, they soon find that family is about far more than blood relations. Cloverworks and Wit Studio are the studios. So it's gonna be lit.
It's a
I
blast.
love
That
the
anime
story.
is a blast.
Yeah. Spy Family. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It is making waves.
I laughed out loud
Yeah.
when I watched the trailer, and then
Yes.
when I was reading the
trailer.
manga, I was like, this is just so silly. And
It really is, because it really is so silly, because Lloyd and they fall in love for real, and I just love that part especially. Oh, so good.
yeah, I'm really waiting for that one.
Yes,
I would say.
Oh yes.
that one's gonna be one of the best upcoming ones.
Yes.
For next season.
Yeah. I agree. So good.
So for the next one, it's called Yuusha Yamasu, which is I'm quitting Heroine.
Oh yes.
And it's this story. It says, after saving the world, the strongest hero, Leo, became someone who is not wanted in the peaceful human world. He was too strong. Exiled, he seeks a job at the Demon King's army, which he had defeated and needs to be rebuilt. It's based on a light novel, and it's just... I mean, you can tell it's based on a light novel. So
yeah.
Light novels need to get creative, because all the hero killing the demon lord.
Yeah.
It's
pretty saturated.
Yeah.
In that industry.
So obviously, like, you have to look for other ways. Like if you cannot make your hero not OP.
Yeah.
If you cannot nerf him, at least. Yeah, switch him to the other side.
Yikes. Okay, so yeah, I'm not familiar with this at all, but it sounds really clever to do that.
So far, what they show on the trailer, it's not only kind of like action, but also a lot of like administrative stuff, like we've seen in some recent isekais.
Yeah,
that is not only by like fights, but also kind of like, oh yeah, this department needs this and this and this, and it's just silly because the hero applies for a job. So it's like you are putting modern terms, like job seeking into a fantasy world, which is like just the concept itself. It's silly, or at least when I heard it, I was like, so did he got to the Demon King and gave his resume, or
hey, I'm the perfect man to rebuild a kingdom.
Like, remember me?
Hire me.
I beat you. So here's the thing.
Oh yikes! Yeah. So it's like, what the heck is going to happen?
I mean, wow. Who's the best person to rebuild your nation
of all people,
other than the one that destroyed it?
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. So the next one. Oh, okay, another returning one. It is Machikaido Zoku 2 Chome.
Chome.
I'm not very familiar with this one. Is this another?
It's
magical?
It's kind of weird. I actually finished it recently.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, because I saw there was a second season. So I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta be familiar with it.
Yeah.
So the first season came out on 2019, and it's about this girl. This is like modern day Japan. Okay, the girl in here, the red hair girl.
Yeah.
That has a fork. She's a regular girl, but one day, while she's dreaming, a demon girl appears in her dream and tells her that she is a descendant of a line of demons. So it is her job to kill magic girls in order for her to restore their tribe. And so she's like, oh yeah, whatever, I'm going to sleep again. And so the demon is like, don't go to sleep, you idiot.
What? Okay.
So the next day, when she wakes up, she has horn and a tail. But that's it. Because she inherited the powers of a demon.
No
but
way.
Her complexity was always very fragile. So, so she has now to find a magical girl and drink her blood.
Whoa.
Or gather her blood. So, so the curse of her tribe could be lifted and they can be powerful again. But it's in this comic slice of life setting where he finds a magical girl which is extremely powerful, and she's always trying to battle her, but it always ends up in the magical girl having the upper hand. So and she always wins in the silliest ways.
I see.
Because the demon girl, it's a weakling, so she's always like, don't think that you beat me this time. And so it's a wholesome one. And at the end, or like early in the anime, they become friends.
Okay.
So it's like, they seem like best friends, but still she wants to battle them. To battle the magic girls, but at the same time she's afraid of magic girls because they're freaking powerful, and she is a weakling.
Wow, that is so weird.
So it's a cute comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, I didn't have time to check it, but it seems interesting.
This one.
So it's called Summertime Render. It says, after his parents died, Shinpei Ajiro lived with the Kofune sisters, Mio and Ushio, but he has since moved to live on his own in Tokyo. But after Ushio drowns while trying to save the young Shiori, Kobayakawa, he returns home to mourn her departure. However, bruises around Ushio's neck bring her cause of death into question. Taking a step back, Shinpei becomes convinced there must be another explanation. Dangerous entities roam among the islanders, and a vision of deceased Ushio asks him to save Mio as her final request. He is certain that something is afoot, and Ushio's death is only a piece of the puzzle. With the help of Mio and various others, Shinpei struggles to forge a future in which he, his friends, and family can stay alive. But the more he investigates, the more impossible such a future seems. This darkness infiltrates his home island. Just how much more suffering will he go through before finding the right path to save it all? Okay, now it seems kind of messed up. I'm wondering if I'm watching it because I mean, Summertime Render, I was imagining something summertime-ish, lighthearted.
Yeah.
Seems that it's going to be a thriller one.
Yes.
So, I mean, I didn't see the tags. It says mystery and supernatural. So it's like...
Right. Yeah. So when I saw that, it was like mystery. I didn't check out any source material. I'm guessing it's based on a manga.
Yes.
It is? Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. As I saw, it was mystery. I haven't checked that out either.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I'll probably watch it at noon.
Yeah, with the lights on.
Windows open.
Windows open. Yes. Yeah. Oh boy.
The next one is a good one. If you haven't checked it, like as you read it, you're probably gonna like it.
Okay.
The premise seems good.
Yeah, it does. It does actually. Let's see. So it is Gaikotsu Kishisama Teraima Isekai e Odekakechu. So, or the Skeleton Knight in another world. One day, a gamer played video games until he fell asleep, and when he woke up, he found himself in the game world as a skeleton. Equipped with the powerful weapons and armor of his avatar, but stuck with its frightening skeletal appearance, Ark has to find a place for himself in this new fantastical land. All his hopes for a quiet life are dashed when he crosses paths with a beautiful elven warrior, setting him on a journey full of conflict and adventure.
Based on a light novel again.
It is. Okay.
And another isekai.
Another isekai, yep.
Why is it that we cannot never rest from isekais?
We never can. We never will, probably.
We still watch them.
So many. Yeah, we still watch them. This one, it does sound pretty cool. It sounds like it's going to be... having not checked out the source material, it sounds like another adventure one. I like the idea that he's a skeleton.
An undead
skeleton. I mean, reminds me
we only have one undead in isekais, and it's Overlord.
An Overlord, yep.
Ainsel, so
yep. Which
and he is the bad guy.
For it. Yeah.
And in this case,
yes, this one he's
the good guy. Yeah. I mean, he seems like a paladin. If he doesn't take off his helmet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, he seems like he could be a good guy.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is also a funny one.
Yes. I'm excited for this one.
I've read the manga for it.
Same.
What little there is.
Right.
And
surprisingly, there's an anime coming up for it.
Yeah. It's called Koi wa Sekai Seifuku no Ato de, which is love after world domination or something like that, right? This is too long, so pretty much you have the Power Rangers.
Yep.
And the Red Ranger has the hots for like one of the commanders of the bad guys.
Yeah. The villainous.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And so they're always fighting, and then one day he's like, I like you. And the villainess is like, what? And so they start going out, and whenever they're supposed to be fighting, like they're like,
they're going
let's go there. Like, let's go over there and finish this off. Okay. And so they separate themselves from the group, and they're like, okay, and they're like having a date or whatever. It is like
because no one's watching them. Yeah. Oh my.
So yeah, it's a very funny rom-com. And I mean, in this season we have a rom-com with Power Rangers.
Oh,
with the one with
the organization.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
right.
It seems that Power Rangers like shows have beginning to regain momentum again. So this one's pretty fun. I will definitely check it out.
Oh, me too. Very, very fun situations. The next one is Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall. No synopsis.
Probably it's the second season then.
It most likely is. I want to look it up now. I haven't even looked at it beforehand.
Yeah.
But we could.
If there's a trailer for it, it should be here already.
Oh yeah. Too long.
But
oh well.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
The next one is called Awashi, and it seems like a football one, a soccer. And this season we have two sports ones, which is I forgot the name of the baseball one, but it's they play extreme baseball and extreme
that one
falls short because it's just like insane things happen there. But anyways, and the second one is also a soccer one that is called Futsal Boys.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Not to my liking.
Yeah.
Seems pretty standard. This one, the art though, seems a bit more refined than futsal.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. On X Production IG. So Production IG has made a lot of good action animes and sports anime. Okay, it says Ashito Oi is a young aspiring soccer player from a backwater town in Japan. His hopes of getting into a high school with a good soccer club are dashed when he causes an accident during a critical match for his team, which resulted in their loss and elimination from the tournament. Nevertheless, he catches the eye of someone important who happened to be visiting from Tokyo. How will things turn out for Ashito? Okay. Okay, it seems...
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Always very critical with sports ones for some reason. Like, if I were to be an expert in sports. But
yes.
But I would say that it would be worth to watch it at least the first few episodes and see if it's for you or not. Yeah. The rule of three always applies in here.
Yeah. Next one is Mahao Tsukai Reimeki. The war that raged between the church and the witches for 5 centuries finally ended in peace but a few short years ago. However, nestled in the shadowy places of the world, the embers of that age-old conflict still smolder. Attending the Royal Academy of Magic of the Kingdom of Wenius is a struggling student named Sable, who has no memories of his time before being enrolled. At the command of his headmaster Albus, he left the kingdom to travel to the southern reaches of the continent, where anti-magic insurgents are still a force to be reckoned with, as part of a special training regimen. Accompanying him are a party of individuals strong in both ability and personality. There's the one known as the Witch of the Dawn, Ryu Christas, who seeks the forbidden knowledge of primeval magic in the Grimoire of Zero, the genius girl Holtz, as well as the school's sole beast, Kud or something. Just what truths shall they uncover in their journey to the south?
Another light novel.
Light novel, yeah. So this is another adaptation. Studios Tezuka Productions. So interesting premise. I haven't checked out the source material, but sounds like a cool kind of adventure type. Not sure if it's like any other subgenres, but might be worth a try.
Yeah, we'll see.
Kind of reminds me of the Hero from the Boonies anime, where the guy is from the hero town, and he's like, he thinks himself weak, but he goes to the normal town.
He's OP.
He's OP, like insanely OP. So yeah, sounds interesting.
Okay, yeah, we'll see about it.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is it's a weighted one for me for the last couple weeks, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. I actually just recently finished this first season, and of this particular first season, just last week actually.
Yeah. It's Love Live Nijigasaki Gakuin School Idol Dokukakai, second season. So that's the third adaptation of Love Live, where the girls are pretty much individual idols. And Kasumi is best girl.
She is.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else to say? I mean, this Love Live adaptation was definitely different from the other ones.
It is.
The premise.
Yeah, because Love Live is basically the national competition for these school idols. And the premise is that these groups of girls, these girls want to win at the nationals. This one, they're not quite an idol group.
Yeah, so I wonder if they're actually going to Love Live this season.
Me too.
It would be interesting.
Too. Yeah,
like seeing,
like if they do,
seeing all of them.
Yeah,
like fighting for the Love Live prize.
Oh, dude. Oh, I don't know if my heart can handle.
I know, but
because the story, they perform individually, and we did see a little bit of that already, where they kind of want to perform at this one particular concert in the first season, and then one of the girls, she realizes that it is competitive, and everyone further on agrees that she should be the one that does this. So yeah, I liked that episode, but I don't know if I could take a whole season of that. I would love them to perform in Love Live though, for sure. But yeah, we'll see. And the next one is Kingdom, 4th season. This one I hear is super popular.
Is it?
In Japan.
Oh, really?
Yes. Or at least has a pretty good fan base, I would say. Other than that, this is a long-standing show.
I mean, 4th season.
4th season.
I would expect that every season has at least 12 episodes. So.
Yeah. I believe so. I haven't looked at it myself. A friend of mine did recommend it to me.
Okay.
She was from Japan. But this is another historical military one, period type of anime. Yeah, and I don't know much about the story itself.
I don't want to give any input because it's like,
or something.
I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
Kind of like, there, and I was like...
Oh, right, yeah. It's kind of there.
I don't know, the title doesn't pull me, so it's like, maybe later, but...
Yeah, I wish I could give the premise, but yeah, I'm not very familiar.
I'll probably check it out later, and I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next one is called Love All Play, and it's a badminton one.
Another badminton. We've had a couple.
So far, we've had...
Salaryman was a badminton one for this season, I believe.
Yeah, for this season.
Yeah, Salaryman.
For some other season, we've had 2 more badminton ones.
Oh, okay.
From a couple of years ago. Okay. And they were kind of... They were good, but, kind of like dramatic emotionally. For this one, it says, Ryo Mushishima enrolls in junior high and joins the badminton club with great vigor. Although the club didn't have a proper coach, Mitsushima improved his skills with his own physical strength by the time he participated in the prefectural tournament. Afterwards, he is approached by the Yokohama Minato High School badminton coach Eihara. Indecisive and timid, Mitsushima hesitates to attend such a prestigious school. However, with his elder sister Rika giving him a strong push, he decides to go to Yokohama Minato. Now, blessed with a coach and idiosyncratic teammates, Mitsushima will gain experience he's lacked till now and aims to win the inter-high tournament. Okay, this kind of like...
Okay.
Has some Haikyuu vibes.
Yeah.
Because Hinata, at the beginning, Hinata, he was pretty much practicing by himself or with the girls. And it is not until high school that he actually has teammates for starters.
And for that, teammates.
So, seems like a promising one.
It does. It sounds like he has a good drive, which is always fun to see in a sports anime. And obviously, I haven't read it or watched it. It says it's a novel, so I haven't read it. Okay, that's fascinating.
So what I'm thinking
rare,
is,
I'd say,
it's there's gonna be the ace one, like the genius that will think that he's dragging the team. But
for sure.
We will see how they actually develop that.
Yeah.
Because if they do manage to do a good job, then it's gonna be a great anime.
Oh yes, I would agree. And Batman is pretty fun to see in anime. And after seeing Salaryman, it's pretty interesting.
Sports anime are always fun if they're well well done. Because
exactly.
even if the sport is not as intense, anime always makes everything look so intense. So
yes, yeah, and that's pretty magical. I think pretty cool. Oh boy. Oh, do I have? Oh no, not the next one.
You have to.
Okay, I have to. Okay, I'll prep myself. Is it a soft G or is it like a hard G for Magi? I'll go
Magia?
with Magia record. Mahou Shoujo Modika or Madoka Magica Gaiden TV final. Oh boy. Or, well, this is in the Puella series, I believe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
And this whole series is like traumatized me to all magical girls series.
Yes.
So I'm always like hesitant to watch Magical Girl because of this one alone, I would say. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
please,
me too.
please. So this says it's the final season. I probably butchered the name of it, but yeah. I probably haven't given this show a serious try to really pin down for the fans. Sorry about that, every fan out there, but it is a psychological anime, and I always
I would have to binge watch Is the Older Rabbit at least 5 times before and after watching that.
Yes, before and after.
I got the before done, but
well, yeah. You have that
covered,
but for anyone out there looking to start this series, brace yourself and have fun with the final season that's coming out.
Good
But
luck.
you're not gonna force me to watch it ever.
Yeah.
No, don't make me. Oh man. Yeah, it's scary to say the least.
Okay. So the next one, it's also based on a light novel, and it's called Shokei Shoujo no Virgin Road. It says, the lost ones are wanderers who come from a distant world known as Japan. No one knows how or why they leave their homes. The only thing that is certain is that they bring disaster and calamity. The duty of exterminating them without remorse falls to Menu, a young executioner. When she meets Akari, it seems like just another job, until she discovers it's impossible to kill this girl. And when Menu begins to search for a way to defeat this immortality, Akari is more than happy to tag along. So begins a journey that will change Menu forever. Okay. So it's action, adventure, fantasy. It seems kind of like a reverse isekai one.
Yeah, reverse isekai, where she has to take care of these.
And it's two girls on a journey. So it reminds me. I wonder if it's gonna be kind of like an episodic thing on top of character development.
Yeah,
where they have to kill each other. Well, she has to kill her, but at the end, they're gonna form a bond. So
it's gonna be interesting to see, because she is that executioner, so she has to end the lives of these people. But yeah, we'll see. Since you mentioned episodic and kind of this journeying in a fantasy world, kind of reminds me of Kino's journey, actually. Traveling around, adventuring, meeting tons of different people. So yeah, I haven't looked at the light novel myself, but another light novel one with a twist.
Yeah, the next one, I think it's gonna be the wholesome one of the season.
Okay. This is Daemon?
I guess.
Daemon? Okay. Nagamu Irono returns to his Kyoto home for the first time in 10 years when his father is hospitalized. Nagamo is eager to take over Rokusho, their family's Japanese sweet shop, but he's instead asked to be a father figure to Utsuka Yukihira, the girl everyone calls the successor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A little assertion in the family business, sounds like. So this is adaptation from a manga. Sounds like some mature themes there, like real world. I wouldn't say maybe like problems, but maybe like a real world like life occurrence.
Yeah, I think this is bound to be one of those father-daughter wholesome animes.
Ah, like Barakamon?
Yeah,
or
Barakamon,
even like Sweetness and Lightning.
Sweetness and
oh
Lightning.
Yeah, okay.
Pokusudon World.
Okay, this just shot up in my anticipated anime.
Yeah,
like really, really high. Okay. That's awesome. Looking forward to that now. And sweet shops are always a fun topic in anime, like Dagashi and
right. Yeah.
Well, that's very fun in itself. But yeah, this one is very wholesome. Looks like.
So moving on to the next anime. I mean, we're gonna skip a bunch of them because this video is long enough already.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna
edit out a few.
I'm probably gonna either edit out a few or just make a bunch of clips.
Ooh, that'd be kind of fun actually.
That's something that I've been wanting to do.
Release some clips.
That's something that I've been wanting to do for forever.
I'd be down.
Anyways, the next one, I've been waiting for it. I found about this. This is actually, it's called Heroine Tarumo no Kewarere Heroine to Naisho no Oshigoto. This started as a set of YouTube music videos, and
kind of like standalones or like
kind of
as itself.
Yeah, it started as a set of like songs for different characters, and the main character in here, Hiyori, she has her own songs, though in this world where she is in Japan, she is the manager of two idols called Leap, and they are the famous ones. But she also has her songs, and there also appear, I believe, another idol called Mona.
Oh yeah.
And she also has her songs, and in her songs, pretty much her story is told, and her sister, and it's just a bunch of songs that they came over the span of years.
Oh yeah.
For every character, and they just they create this universe. So it's very, very good, very wholesome. I really liked, and when I found that they were gonna have an anime, it's like you better have a couple of the songs from YouTube
series.
I want to see that animated.
Yeah.
And okay, so the story is about Hiyori Susumi, and she is really good at track and field, but she is in the countryside. So she decides to move to Tokyo, and since she is kind of poor, she gets a job, but the job that she gets again is the manager of Leap and Leap, who at the beginning are just a bunch of jerks.
I see.
So she has a hard time because she has to deal with these jerks, and she has to deal with the girls at school because she has to be with them.
Right.
So
she's their manager.
So the girls at school are jealous of her and are trying to give her a bad time.
Oh my gosh.
So
she's dealing with things on the front and the side.
And in the process, at least in the music videos, she was about to start a relationship with another idol, or rather a music group that were rivals of Leap and Leap. So it's like Yeah, I want to see this drama.
Oh yes, yeah. You showed me a few of the videos too.
I still have to send you the rest, but yeah.
Yes, yeah, and they look really good. I really like it. So the next one we'll talk about is upcoming movie. It's called Bubble, and I'll probably read the description because it's like a fascinating, not quite real world, but kind of a surreal world, but about parkour. In a Tokyo where gravity has broken, there you go. That's what happened. A boy and a girl are drawn to each other. The story is set in Tokyo after bubbles that broke the laws of gravity rained down upon the world. Cut off from the outside world, Tokyo has become a playground for a group of young people who have lost their families, acting as a battlefield for parkour team battles as they leap from building to building. Hibiki, a young ace known for his dangerous play style, makes a reckless move one day and plummets into the gravity-bending sea. His life is saved by Yuta, a girl with mysterious power. The pair then hear a unique sound audible only to them. Why did Yuta appear before Hibiki? Their encounter leads to a revelation that will change the world. So it is through Netflix then.
And it's with studio.
Yeah, with studio.
And it's an original one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a really cool premise, I would say.
The animation
really
seems
cool.
great, especially because parkour in a gravity-less environment.
Yeah, it just sounds so cool.
It's like, yeah,
so cool. Yeah, checking out the anime, it's like a treat to the eyes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably gonna watch it. It's gonna be released on April 28th, so
it's coming up. Wow.
Okay, and there was just one more anime that I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
And it's from the same author as Takagi-san.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he was going to have another of his mangas released into animes. And it was a rom-com as well. I forgot the name though, but it's about shogi. A shogi club in school. Mm-hmm. This one, however, it's called Kunoichi Tsubaki no Muni no Uchi. It's about pretty much an all-girls ninja school, and the main girl, Tsubaki, she is the leader of the dog squad, and she is an ace in everything. And this is kind of a weird anime in a way that it seems that it doesn't have a plot. It seems kind of like, one of those slice of life episodic thing, kind of like have a good time, but at the same time it does have a plot, because she is composed and perfect in everything, but she starts to develop an interest in boys.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so, given that it's an all-girls school,
yes.
she is always trying to remain composed and yet trying to find out more about boys.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, it's a really cute anime. And yeah, you can see the style of the art.
Oh yes, very very similar.
Yeah,
to the other one.
Anyways, there are a bunch more anime that we didn't cover, and movies and OVAs.
Yes.
Yeah. But we recommend you to watch.
Yep.
And thanks for watching this long episode. Either if you watch the whole episode, we commend you for that.
Yeah.
If you watch the clips, if I made them,
yes.
we also commend you for that.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyways, yeah, that was all for today. We hope you liked it.
Yeah. Get it. I hope it gets you excited for the next season of anime.
Right. And that's about it. Keep watching anime and we'll see you next week.